Cuba, 1951. Ernest Hemingway is 52. Work starts at dawn for the celebrated author. Hemingway has been living permanently here in Cuba for 11 years. He was born in Illinois, spent his childhood around the lakes of Michigan, began professional life as a cub reporter with the Kansas City Star, and at the age of 18 set out for the war in Italy. Since then, his life has been work, war, bullfights, hunting, deep-sea fishing, and more wars and more work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hemingway has lived his life like a chapter of fiction from one of his books. But his latest, Across the River and Into the Trees, has been severely criticized by the world's press. It's been called disappointing, embarrassing, distressing, even trivial and tired.
220 pounds. Ugly as hell. The mountains of the moon seen through a cheap telescope. The old man was thin and gaunt. Deep wrinkles back of his neck. Everything about him was old, except his eyes. And they were the same color as the sea. Undefeated. Mr. Hemingstein, you've got it!
Hemingway has to make sure that his next book is a winner. He will call it, eventually, The Old Man and the Sea. He first thought of it 16 years ago and had even sketched it out for Esquire magazine in 1936. Through the long years of war and turmoil, this tale of an old fisherman's heroic fight with a huge marlin has lingered somewhere at the back of his mind. These last weeks, the story has been taking shape, tentatively forming into words, easing into life on the printed page.
He was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in a Gulf Stream. And he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish. Maria! Black dog chicken! Made the boy feel sad to see the old man come in each day, this skiff empty. The sail was patched with flour sacks and looked like the flag of permanent defeat.
His shirt had been patched so many times that it was like the sail, and the patches were faded to many different shades by the sun. With his eyes closed, there was no life in his face. The old man opened his eyes, and for a moment he was coming back from a long way away.
I was dreaming. Lions on the beaches in the evenings. They played like young cats in the dusk. I've seen lions on the beaches in the evenings, you know, in Africa.
Keep the blanket around you.
Well, who gave you this?
Martin.
Yes, I must thank him.
I must have some water here for him, the boy thought, and soap and a good towel. Why am I so thoughtless? I must get him another shirt and a jacket for the winter, and some sort of shoes and another blanket.
Your stew is delicious.
Everything about him was old, except his eyes, and they were cheerful and undefeated.
That's $1 million contract from MGM I'm gonna miss. Yes, who's this? Now, how about telling me who you are? And then I'll tell you who I am. Never heard of you. Yeah, that's me. You got it in one. Now, well, the reason for that is I'm busy, one. And I don't give interviews to anybody, two. No. Well, tough. I'll wake you in the morning.
You're my alarm clock.
Age is my alarm clock. Why do old men wake so early? Is it to have one longer day?
Sleep well, old man.
He was asleep in a short time, and he dreamed of Africa. He only dreamed of places now, and of the lines on the beach. They played like young cats in the dusk, and he loved them as he loved the boy.
Sweet Jesus! Who the hell are you?
Mr. Hemingway?
No!
I'm Susan James. We have an appointment. You said 9. I wrote you 6 months ago.
This Ernest Hemingway doesn't speak, baby. This one writes. And how the hell am I supposed to write if I talk about myself all the time?
I'm sorry. You said you would.
I said I would. I feel like a goddamn whale blundering along, surrounded by pilot fish grabbing every morsel I spill. Well, I said I would, and now I'm saying I won't.
I wrote. You replied. Here I am. Keep your promise.
You're sitting on my chair.
Said Daddy Bear.
Can you cook?
No.
Oh, brother, well, I guess I won't ask you what you can do. Look, the kitchen's out there. Go and make coffee, and I'll get dressed. How's that? Round one for Susan,
James. Susan James.
The old man thought, I have no luck anymore. But who knows? Maybe today. Every day is a new day.
Mr. Hemingway, coffee.
One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh. But the earth abideth forever.
York Times.
Oh, come on. Look, that's stupid.
Oh, no, please don't do that. No, that's my only role. And, well, there's other pictures on there.
You say you're a journalist?
Yes.
And you're not, are you? That you phoned me this morning? What do you do, kid?
I'm writing a paper, my thesis, for my master's degree.
On me, huh?
On Paris in the 1920s, the lost generation.
Oh, not again. What a bore. What a bore. Oh, to hell with the lost generation, all the dirty, easy labels. And to hell with all the PhDs.
Look, I'm sorry about the photo. It was silly of me.
All generations are lost. Always have been, always will be. What we were was a small group of young men who were been to war and were trying to write. And we're now living in Paris. And I was poor and happy.
Paris was the cultural center of Europe, dominated by the giants of modern literature. At the center of their circle lived the colorful Gertrude Stein, and it was to this opinionated and wealthy woman that young Hemingway would show his early writings.
I don't like it. It's good.
Well then.
But that's not the question at all. It's like a painting that a painter paints and he can't hang it. Because nobody else will buy it because they can't hang it either.
But it's not dirty. I am trying to use the words the people would actually use. You have to use them. They're the only words that make the story come true.
There's no point. It's wrong and it's silly. You should only read what is truly good and what is frankly bad. You are. Hemingway, you are. Like all the young people who served in the war. You are a lost generation.
Oh?
You don't have any respect for anything. You drink yourselves to death.
When was the last time you saw me drunk?
Your friends are drunk. Lost. All lost. Like the young man who was supposed to mend my machine. He was just like you. He served in the war. And he did a rotten job. And when I complained to the garage man, do you know what he said?
I can guess.
He said, like all these young men who have served in the war, they're all the same. They are a lost generation.
He must have been drunk himself when he coined such a phrase.
Don't argue with me, Hemingway. You're lost. All of you. A lost generation. Exactly as the garage man said.
I looked up at her and thought, who's calling who a lost generation? I thought all generations were lost by something, always have been and always will be. The hell with her lost generation talk and all the dirty, easy labels. I had to work damn hard to survive. I wasn't lost. I was working.
Well, the characters you created in The Sun Also Rises were pretty lost all the same. An emasculated American journalist, a crazy English lady, an alcoholic.
Okay. But an author isn't a judge any more than a camera is a judge. Okay, they're pretty tragic. But my God, the hero of the book wasn't Jake or Brett or any of them, damn it. The hero of the book was the earth, the good earth. The earth abideth forever. That's in the Bible.
I know.
Come here, I want to tell you something.
beech wood, and the trees were very old. Their roots balked above the ground. The branches were twisted. We walked in the road between the thick trunks of the old beeches, and the sunlight came through the leaves in light patches on the grass. The trees were big, and the foliage was thick, but it was not gloomy. "This is country," said Bill. "And that's in my book."
Young Hemingway wrote the book, The Sun Also Rises, in hotel bedrooms all across Europe, but mostly in Spain and in France. He had been based in Paris for several years, and it was here that he had really gotten down to the serious business of writing. He wrote articles for the Toronto Star, working as the paper's foreign correspondent and covering the great events of the 20s, Mussolini's invasion of Rome, the French army's occupation of the Ruhr. And he worked as a true writer for himself and unpaid, basing his work on what he knew of life. "Write one true sentence," he once said. "A writer's mission is to tell the truth." In 1918, young Hemingway left home to serve with the Red Cross in Italy. From these first experiences of war sprang one of his finest novels and countless magnificent short stories.
I don't know to this day how I covered those 100 yards with my kneecap around my ankle. The field hospital, they thought I'd have been shot in the chest. I had so much of that guy's blood over me. I lay flat and sweated and prayed, "Oh, Jesus, Christ, get me out of here. Dear Jesus, please get me out. Christ, please, please, please. If you only keep me from getting killed, I'll do anything for you. I believe in you, and I'll tell everyone in the world that you're the only one that matters. Please, please, dear Jesus."
There's nothing that could hurt you.
Not even lightning?
No, not even lightning. If there's a thunderstorm, you simply get out into the open. Or you get under a beech tree. They're never struck.
Dad?
No.
Is it hard to die?
No, I think it's quite easy. Well, that all depends.
All the stories of Nick Adams tell of Hemingway's own adventures, either on the battlefront in Italy or around the shores of Lake Michigan. Hemingway was inspired throughout his life by the outdoor boyhood years he spent hunting, fishing, camping, or visiting the Indians with his beloved father.
The sun was coming up over the hill, and the bass jumped, making circles in the water. Held his hand in the water, felt warm in the sharp chill of the morning. In the morning, on the lake, sitting in the stern of the boat, with his father rowing, he felt sure he would never die.
Your father committed suicide, didn't he?
Easy, daughter. shot himself with a Smith & Wesson. At 19. Or 29. He was tall and tough. 6 feet. I loved him. He taught me to love the land. To love the sunrise.
Sorry.
The world is divided into good guys and jerks. You have to live. Lay yourself in the line. Got a pen?
Yeah. Here.
First edition. For you. From Papa Hemingway. With affection. Look up chapter 27, around page 275. That's what I'm trying to say.
If one must die, he thought, and clearly one must, I can die. But I hated. Dying was nothing, and he had no picture of it in his mind.
Living was a field of grain blown in the wind on the side of a hill. Living was a hawk in the sky. Living was a horse between your legs and a carbine under one leg and a hill and a valley and a stream with trees along it, and the far side of the valley and the hills beyond. Hey, come on, you got wheels?
Yeah, why?
We're going someplace. This place is like a morgue. Dos papadobles.
Papadobles, what's that?
Papa's special. Rum, limes, grapefruit, maraschino, crushed ice, and bingo. You know, I can only manage to write about 600 words a day. It's a tough job, but I love it more than anything. That's no more than 100 lines a day. It's tough, but it's beautiful. The world will destroy you in the end, because it destroys everyone. But some people are strong, like my old man and the sea. My new book.
To the earth.
And my old man.
And the sea.
It's no good. I have to tell you. I think it's good. It's dead simple. True. And the old man catches his fish at last. And the fish is devoured by sharks. And the old man is defeated. He slept face down on the newspapers with his arms out straight and the palms of his hands up. The boy saw the old man was breathing And then he saw the old man's hands, and he started to cry.
Don't sit up. Drink.
They beat me.
Didn't beat you. Not the fish.
Yes, truly.
Lie down, old man.
As the boy went out of the door, he was crying again. The old man was sleeping. The old man was dreaming about the lines. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated.
Or defeated, but not destroyed.
No, not the hero.
Papa Hemingway.
Papers! You got the Times?
See? No Cuban paper, all gringo. The New York Times and the London Times.
After long months of hard work, The Old Man and the Sea won Ernest Hemingway the greatest award of all, the Nobel Prize for Literature. Even the press, so harsh the previous year, praised the author's powerful mastery of the art of narrative.
Surprise, surprise. He likes me. The most important writer since the death of Shakespeare. Hey?
The Nobel citation said, Ernest Hemingway is one of those who honestly and undauntedly reproduces the genuine features of the hard countenance of the age.